Okay, good. We are good to go with everything. We are live. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Recording Monday. Wow, Monday. Tuesday. Recording this a day after Christmas. Obviously the long holiday weekend. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And, really, it's been a while since I've gone actually live in here. It's been, I think, almost 2 weeks, probably like a week and a half, because last week I don't think I did a live. Long story short, we had a car accident in the family. My wife got in a car accident. We were dealing with the insurance company and still are with all this stuff. So was dealing with a lot of that last week, along with preparing for the holidays and everything. So didn't get a chance to go live in here last week, which was a bummer. But like I said, I hope you guys, had a great holiday weekend, great Christmas Eve, however you celebrate, with your family and everything. And now we are this kind of, weird, I don't know if I would say weird, but this period between Christmas and New Year's, right? In between holidays here, this 6 to 7 day span. And, this time of year I actually really love. I mean most people probably love Christmas and New Year's. It's an exciting time, but specifically this week, because I feel like things kind of slow down a little bit this week, and this is a week that I've notoriously over the past probably 5, maybe even 10 years have really tried to stop and reflect between now and New Year's, and think about how much progress I have made over the past 12 months. What everything looked like December of 2022, and what everything looks like now, December of 2023. And I really like to think about what I have achieved over this time period, what I have actually done, anything physically I've done. I like to think about what I might have accomplished. How have I personally changed, as a person? How have I maybe grown as a person, my mindset wise, my relationship wise, my mentality around things. I really love to reflect on, all these big milestones. Maybe they're not even actual accomplishments, but things that have just happened over the past year that have really stuck out to me. My son, he was born last November. So he wasn't born in 2023, but obviously he was born last November. So he's only, a couple months old for the last couple of months of 2022. So this year was so cool, really watching him just grow. And it's crazy how much they change over just a 12 to 13 month time span. So just doing that and really embracing being a dad has been so cool over these past 12 months. Really the kind of, I don't know if I would call it shift in my business, but just me getting closer with my clients has been a big thing this year, which I've really loved. Also some different upgrades, coming in 2024 with my coaching, but even some upgrades over this past year of, new apps that we've been using, new ways to just deliver information to clients, all this stuff. Also, even just my mindset regarding my own kind of body image and my own nutrition goals has been huge. I even over this past year in 2023, I lost about 20 pounds, got in even better shape myself, which I have some more goals regarding that in 2024, but just all this stuff. Right. And so I really like to start thinking about this stuff. And these are things that I encourage you to think about. If you're somebody who you have goals for 2024, the first step, in my opinion, to setting yourself up for success for those goals is to reflect on 2023 and think about what kind of things have you accomplished over these past 12 months. And honestly, I would look for things, intentionally look for things that you've accomplished, whether they're big or small, because that will help you to build confidence in yourself that, I actually did overcome some things this past year, or I did actually get through some really challenging times, or I did actually achieve something that I'm really proud of this past year. And like I said, that can help to build some confidence going into the new year, but also, take some time to be thankful for where you're at now too, with everything that you might have accomplished in 2023, no matter how big or small. But also take this time period to think about, what are some goals maybe that you had last year around this time that you haven't achieved, especially if it's something regarding fitness, regarding weight loss, regarding body composition, or even like performance with your workouts or the gym. Like think about where you were December of 2022 and right after Christmas going into the new year, and think about what were some thoughts of things that you wanted to accomplish, whether it be by spring, by summer, by the end of the following year, and think about if you achieved those things or not. And really think about what were the things that you tried to do, or the things that you tried to implement in your life to get there, and how those panned out. Maybe it was some kind of quick fix diet that you tried in January that didn't work out. Maybe it was some other kind of program that was super unsustainable that didn't work out. Or maybe you even tried like actual one-on-one coaching, but you maybe hired a coach that didn't really have credentials, didn't really know what they were doing, weren't really a lot of help. Or maybe you hired a coach that was actually really credentialed and knowledgeable, but maybe you didn't follow through in it. Like think about all these things that maybe you've tried, or think about also maybe you actually didn't really try much. Maybe you were on the fence and always had this idea in your head of, oh, like I would love to lose 20 pounds, or I would love to lose 30 pounds, but you never actually took any action on it. It was just a thought in the back of your head. Like think about if you were even in that boat where you, thought you wanted to achieve something, but didn't actually have like the courage or have that push or take that leap to actually start taking action. And think about like how you got to where you are today, based on like where you were last year at this time. And think about then what needs to change, right? What needs to change going into these next couple of months, or these next couple of weeks, or, in 2024, what actions are you going to take that are different from what you took last year if what you did last year didn't work? And what I like to do too is I like to set a few different types of goals going into 2024. A lot of people, set goals regarding the scale or regarding how their body looks. But I like to kind of, be a little bit more specific and categorize goals into certain things. So one is some kind of like performance goal. And what I mean by that is like a performance goal in the gym. If you're somebody who you want to change your body composition in 2024 or lose weight in 2024, you don't need to have one, but I would recommend that it makes achieving your physical goal, like your weight loss goal, so much easier and so much mentally easier if you have an actual like performance goal that you're chasing along the way. So for example, it could be maybe you want to run a mile under a certain time, or you want to maybe squat a certain weight. Maybe, you're squatting right now 100 pounds and you would love to hit 150 pounds or 185 pounds or 200 pounds even by the end of the year. Or maybe, you're doing some kind of weight on hip thrust and you want to set a goal to hip thrust a certain amount of weight or whatever it is. Or maybe you want to do a certain weight for 10 reps. Like you want to be able to do deadlifts, 150 pounds for 10 reps or something. But highly recommend setting some kind of performance goal along with like whatever weight loss goal you have or physical goal you have, because that is going to be something that you can strive for regardless of how the scale's moving, regardless of how well you might be doing with your nutrition. And that is a goal that is going to keep you consistently going to the gym. Because if you have a performance goal that is revolves around achieving a certain physical milestone, whether it's be running a certain mile under a certain time or hitting a certain weight on an exercise, you have to be going to the gym to get there. And you also have to be going to the gym, or should be going to the gym, if you actually have like a body composition goal of losing body fat. So by having that performance goal, it reinforces the actions you need to take to actually hit your body composition goal too. And also as well, if you have a performance goal when it comes to working out, you are going to go into your workouts and you are going to realize, oh, if I eat, a super high fat diet or a lot of really high fat greasy foods and then try to go work out, my performance is not going to be as good. I'm going to feel more sluggish. I'm going to feel more bloated. I'm going to be burping up the food that I ate maybe the previous night or even the previous, couple of hours if you were eating beforehand. But if you have a performance goal, you realize those things and it kind of subconsciously, nudges you to make better food choices. It nudges you to choose foods that are more whole foods, foods that aren't as high in fat, foods that are more nutritious and more nutrient dense for you. Because you know if you choose something that's more processed or greasy, you aren't going to feel as good in the gym. Like if I have a goal of squatting a certain amount of weight, I know if I have like a burger from Wendy's with French fries and then try to go squat, I'm going to feel like crap. I'm going to be burping on my food. I might even throw up a little bit in my mouth, if I go heavy enough. So by having that performance goal of trying to squat a certain amount of weight and going to the gym and getting my workouts in, it forces me to kind of subconsciously think, oh, like I have my squat workout tomorrow. That's important to me because I want to hit the squat milestone. So I'm going to make sure I fuel myself appropriately. That way, I'm eating good quality food. So I feel more energized for that workout and I don't deal with that indigestion. And it also, nudges you to not undereat too much to achieve your goal too. If you have performance goals in the gym or with your workouts, you are less likely subconsciously to fall into the trap of doing a super restrictive 1,000-calorie diet because when you're eating such low calories like that, you are not going to have the energy or the nutrition or the calories to actually perform well in your workout. So it kind of subconsciously makes you not fall into the trap of super restrictive diets too. That's why I love setting some kind of performance goal with your workouts, with your exercise, if you do have a fitness or weight loss goal that you're trying to achieve. The second type of goal that I like to kind of reflect on or think about or set for the upcoming year is some kind of personal growth goal. So this could really range from anything. This could be to be more outspoken. This could be to be a better speaker. This could be to be a better husband, be a better friend, be a better family member, son, daughter, whatever it is for you. It could be to maybe speak your mind a little bit more, like be a little bit more assertive with yourself or confident in yourself in situations and kind of express what you're feeling more or talk more or whatever it is. It could be to be more kind to others, like give more, maybe donate to charity more, or it could be to, give to family members more. It could be to even just like say nicer things to people, right? Like how many times do we go throughout our day and see people and like there are things we would like to say nice to them, like you look at their shirt or look at what they're wearing, like, oh, I really like, that shirt, or you see their hair and you really like their hair, but you just don't say it. So maybe your personal growth goal is to just vocalize those things more to help people feel good. But whatever it is, like I like setting some kind of personal growth goal as well, because so much of when it comes to weight loss, fat loss, fitness, and nutrition, revolves around our personal relationships with people and also how we feel about ourselves and the self-esteem that we have regarding ourselves. And if we are growing personally, and I truly believe this, we're growing personally, how we treat other people, how we treat ourselves, how we think about ourselves, even just like developing a growth or abundance mindset to where you like just kind of learn or not trick your brain to believe, but teach your brain to believe that things are possible. Like we end up gaining more pride in ourselves. We end up improving our self-worth. We end up improving our self-image of how we view ourselves. And when all those things improve, it's actually so much easier to follow through with your fitness and nutrition too, because you're confident in the choices you're making then. And you also like think about how you treat somebody that you don't like. If there's somebody who, let's say Susie down the street, one of your neighbors or something, you're not really fond of her and you don't really like her, you probably aren't going to treat her the best. Maybe on the surface level, you'll say nice things to her if you see her, outside, but you're not going to go out of your way to uplift her or make her feel good or say nice things to her. And same thing goes for ourselves too. If we don't have a good self-image of ourselves, or if we don't love ourselves or love the person that we are, we're going to subconsciously do things that sabotage ourselves, whether it be sabotaging our weight loss efforts or sabotaging our workout efforts. Or you might think deep down in the surface that maybe you're just not worthy enough to be lean, or worthy enough to be healthy, or worthy enough to be confident in yourself. So by improving our kind of person as a whole, like our personal or striving for personal growth, we're able to improve our self-image so we do feel like we're worth it, whether it's we're worth actually following through with our goals and losing the weight and feeling confident, or it's saying that we're worth putting our foot down and like saying no when it's the third time this week and your friends want you to go out and drink. Like, you can say no and say, no, I don't want to, like, it doesn't fit my goals. You stop putting so many people above you, especially when it comes to your physical health. Like, I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with clients or potential clients where a big roadblock for them is that they are putting other people's needs before them, whether it be their spouse, their partner, or their friends or family, and they're either making poor food choices because this other person is kind of tempting them, or using peer pressure to make them choose unhealthy choices, or they feel pressured to maybe take on all of these household chores, and that leads to them not having enough time to actually prioritize their own health, their workouts, right? That's a big thing that I talk with clients about is, maybe they are taking care of like all the stuff regarding the kids. They're doing all the household chores. They also work full time, and maybe their husband might not be, or their partner might not be contributing in those areas as much. And because of that, they are left to have no time to work out. They have no time to go on the walks they need to get in better health. They have no time to, even just de-stress and work on their physical or mental health. They have no time to even think ahead about what they want to eat tomorrow because they're so bombarded with all these other things they have to do. And by investing time into your personal growth, you're able to, like I said, improve your self-image, improve your self-value, how you value yourself, which then allows you to not put others before you in every aspect, right? Now, there's sometimes where it feels good, right? To, give to people and help people. And sometimes it does feel good to put others' needs above ours temporarily, to, help someone who really needs it. But there is a fine line between that and putting your goals on the back burner too much to where you're actually hurting yourself. So that is one big reason why I love the personal growth goals, is because it helps increase your self-value, which then if you value yourself and value the person that you are, you're more likely to treat yourself better, which means treating yourself better with fueling yourself with good nutrition, nourishing your body the right way, and moving your body the right way so you can stay healthy and feel good. And also another thing regarding the personal growth, why I love a personal growth goal, is because there are going to be times in your fitness journey or your weight loss journey, your fat loss journey, where progress is slow. There are going to be times where progress might not actually be visually happening. Now, it's usually always happening under the surface to some level extent, but maybe you can't visually see it. And when progress is very visually slow, it's so hard sometimes to stay motivated and feel like you're making progress. But if you have this personal growth goal that you're shooting for, and you are progressing in that area, regardless of if visually you're seeing any change, then you still feel like you're progressing and you're still making progress in that direction, whether it be, like I said, in your relationships, in your mindset, in how you view yourself. Maybe it's your relationship with food or exercise that it's improving, but all those personal growth areas can still improve even if you are in a maintenance phase or in a little bit of a plateau. That helps you to look back at the end of the year and realize, I still made a ton of progress in those months where maybe I didn't make a lot of physical progress, but maybe I really changed the way I view about things. And now I actually think this is possible. And I've started building momentum with my mind, because if you can transform your mind to think differently, then you're going to end up changing the actions that you take. And that's going to end up changing your results, physically, long term with that. And then, going on to, the part that a lot of people focus on, which is the physical goal aspect of everything. And I like to set a physical goal too, as far as, maybe a certain milestone I want to hit. But I think where people fall into the trap of setting a physical goal is a lot of times they set a physical goal that's just strictly off the scale. And they're like, okay, I want to weigh 20 pounds less. I want to hit this certain milestone. I want to be under this certain weight, or I want to weigh exactly what I did in high school or whatever it is, or weigh what I weighed before I had my first kid. And I wouldn't say those are necessarily bad goals to have, but I think there's a much better way to go about it. And the way I recommend going about it is to not set these arbitrary actual number goals as far as weight in the scale, but instead set physical goals that relate more to a feeling that you want to achieve, like a feeling that you want to have in your body. So maybe it's a feeling of being able to put on the first thing that you grab out of your closet and put it on and feel comfortable and walk out the door and not think twice about it, and not think, oh, this is hugging on my sides too much. Oh, I don't like the way that I look in this lighting with this because my stomach is poking out, whatever it is. Or maybe it's you put on an outfit and you look in the mirror and think like, damn, I'm looking good, or something regarding those lines. Like that could be feeling, right? Think about how that feels to look in the mirror and feel really good about how you look, feel really confident about how you look. Or maybe, that feeling is working out in the gym and looking at yourself in the mirror as you're working out, and, you're doing bicep curls and you notice, a little bit of your bicep popping out, and you're in the gym and you're like, wow, I can see my muscles popping through. And then you also when that happens, you have this feeling of, I belong in the gym, because so many people that I talk to, they feel self-conscious in the gym, they feel intimidated about going to the gym, they feel like they don't belong, they feel like they're taking up space. So going into the gym and seeing those muscles pop out a little bit, seeing that muscle tone or muscle definition there, and then having that feeling of wow, I'm one of them, quote unquote. I'm one of these gym people, regular gym goers, and I feel confident and I feel like I belong here, right? That's an amazing feeling that you can feel, that's connected to, a physical goal of seeing that muscle definition. Also, other things that you could feel is, putting on a bathing suit for the first time and however many years, and actually wearing the bathing suit out instead of wearing a big oversized t-shirt over your bathing suit, right? If every single year, you're wearing this big oversized t-shirt, and then this one year, in 2024 in the summer, you finally got to a point where physically and mentally you're able to actually wear the bathing suit without the cover up. And there was a funny word. I would love for somebody to put it in the comments. I think I was talking to a client the other day, or it was a potential client. I don't know. I was talking to somebody. This was a few months back, and they were telling me a funny name for a cover up that I've never heard of. But anyways, getting off track. But could be finally taking that cover up off and being able to just wear your bathing suit and feel confident in it. It could be a feeling of next year, December of 2024, and I almost said 2023, December of 2024, going through the holidays and going through Christmas and enjoying the time with your family and enjoying the food, enjoying the cookies, and waking up the next morning and feeling like there's no guilt. There's no guilt. I don't feel gross. I don't feel bloated. I, enjoyed myself. I maybe ate a little bit more calories than what I, typically do on a day, but it's totally fine. My relationship with food is on point. My relationship with my body is on point, and I feel good. That could be a really good feeling that you could achieve by, the end of 2024. And the reason why I want you to set these types of goals, or these types of goals regarding your physical goals, is because sometimes the weight on the scale will not change the way you think. I've had clients who they, think they needed to lose 15 pounds, but they've lost 5 to 10 and feel fantastic and feel exactly how they thought they would feel if they lost 15 pounds. And now they might be at a point where they actually realize they don't even want to lose 15 pounds because they think they'd be too small. And there are other clients where, it's the same aspect, but it's maybe a little bit more extreme, where they come into the program and they think they have to or want to lose 40 pounds and they lose 25. And they're like, I feel strong. I feel confident. I'm healthy. Blood work has improved. This is the first year where I've enjoyed Christmas cookies and not tracked my food and didn't feel guilty. This is the first year where, I put on the first sweater in my closet and it was a tight, form-fitting sweater, but I actually love taking pictures in it finally. And those are feelings that mean so much more than just some arbitrary number on the scale. So I encourage you, if you're setting some kind of physical goal to maybe hit some milestone of, this many pounds lost, or you have some kind of physical goal of what you think you want to lose weight, set some kind of feeling goal associated with it, as far as what that will feel like, and be very specific. This is actually a question I ask on a lot of calls that I have with potential clients, because I really like to get to know potential clients before they sign on, to one, make sure that the program is a good fit for them, but also to just learn more about them and learn about what makes them tick, what motivates them, what are their driving factors to hitting their goals. And a question I like to ask is, let's say 6 months to 12 or 6 to 12 months from now, let's say you've hit your goal and you've lost, the weight you want to lose, or your body composition is right where you want to be. What would be a moment that would make you stop and think, wow, taking this leap, doing this program, making these changes was really worth it to me? And I say, an example of this is, I give one of the examples that maybe I just gave regarding a feeling, like putting on your shirt and just walking out the door, or, wearing a bathing suit, or maybe it's, being intimate with your partner and feeling actually confident in your body. That's a big thing too, that so many people and women and men even, too struggle with. Or maybe it's even being intimate with your partner with the lights on. That's also something that, so many people struggle with, that, experiencing that moment would be huge for them. I've had clients, before too, who wanted to do some kind of, what's the word for it? I can't remember the word, but doing some kind of spicy photo shoot for maybe, their partner too. And that's something, and being able to do that and feel good doing that is something that, they've wanted to achieve. So think about these and be very specific, like I said, and envision it of what that moment will look like. Because, people ask me about motivation all the time. How do I stay motivated? How do I get motivated again when I've fallen off? And going back to these things is what helps you actually stay or get motivated. Thinking back to your performance goal that you set in the beginning of the year, and thinking about that personal growth goal that you set in the beginning of the year, and thinking about what this will actually emotionally and physically feel like hitting this physical or this weight loss or this fat loss milestone that you want to hit. Thinking about those things is what is going to re-spark motivation or start motivation in the first place. That's what's going to get you going. And also too, when you think about these things, think about how good it's going to feel when you get there, or when you make progress on the goal. But also think about how it will feel for you if you don't reach your goal at the end of the 12 months. Or if you don't even make progress towards your goal. Maybe your goal is a very long-term goal and it's going to take more than a year to achieve. Think about what if you don't even get close, or you don't make any progress towards it. Or think about what if you go 12 months from now and it's December of 2024 and you're in the exact same spot you are now as a person, with your performance, in the gym, and also physically or even mentally, of how you feel in your body. If you feel the same exact way you do today in 2024 of December, are you going to be happy? Are you going to be proud of the changes you did or didn't make? Are you going to be satisfied with where you're at? Are you going to look back and regret maybe not taking as much action as you could have? Regret maybe not taking the leap that you should have? Regret maybe not reaching out and asking for help when you just don't have the knowledge or the capability or the accountability to do this on your own? Are you going to regret all those things? And think about that and envision what that will feel like. because there are two different things that are going to help us achieve a certain goal like this. One is going to be the good feelings, the positive feelings, kind of pulling us towards what we want to achieve, right? We're right here, and our overall goal is way over here of what we want to achieve, all the way to the right. And we have this pull, and the pull are those positive feelings of kind of envisioning what that will feel like to, get to our end goal. It's going to pull us in this direction. But a lot of times it can't pull us the whole way. It'll pull us a little bit, maybe halfway, but it's not going to pull us the whole way. The second part of what's going to get us going in that direction is going to be this push that we get on the back end, on the left side. And that push is that push of the pain that we're currently experiencing, or the push of envisioning the pain that we will in the future experience if we don't make this change. So this could be the pain of thinking, oh, another year went by, another 12 months went by when I said I was going to do something. I set a New Year's resolution and I didn't follow through. It could be the pain of maybe physical pain, of maybe you're in physical pain right now because you're out of shape, achy joints and all that, and experiencing that. It could be mental or emotional pain of not being able to enjoy vacation in a bathing suit again, or not feeling comfortable in your clothes again for another holiday season when everyone's taking pictures. It could be, pain regarding your overall physical health of maybe, you went to the doctors, a few months ago and, you're pre-diabetic or you're in that range, and maybe it's the pain of in the future, 12 months from now, being in that diabetic range and having to, maybe get on insulin. It could be, a combination of all those things. But think about what your life will look like 12 months from now if you don't make a change, if you don't make progress, and use that vision of what that pain will feel like to kind of push you forward to take that leap, and then use that vision of how good it will feel to get there to kind of pull you closer to that goal. And with a combination of that push and that pull with the right accountability, whether it's by yourself or it's by hiring a coach, which definitely recommend because it's so much accountability having a coach to, guide you along with the knowledge and everything. But it's a combination of those two things, plus the accountability to get there, the knowledge to get there, the support to get there, that's gonna help you get to where you want to go. And you might not even think it's possible to achieve what you want to achieve 12 months from now, but when you have all those variables dialed in, the push factor of pushing or being pushed by the pain that you might experience from not achieving your goal, you have the pull factor of the positive feelings that you might feel if you get there, the right accountability, the knowledge and the guidance in the blueprint to get there. You'll be surprised at what you can achieve in 12 months. So just wanted to come on here and kind of talk about that because, like I said, I do a lot of reflection over these next 6 to 7 days of, what things I've accomplished in my life. And there are a lot of things, or not in my life, but over these 12 months. And there are a lot of, really big things that I did, accomplish this year. My business, my clientele, this is probably the most amount of clients I've ever started the beginning of the year with, which I'm super grateful for. And I love working with, everyone that I have, and also with just the change of me being the sole coach on my team right now. Also with the change of, being a dad along with this process and managing, having a son, having a kid with managing, my full-time online business too. Also, getting a new house, all of these things. So it's just been a really great year, and definitely thinking about 2024 and just how much better 2024 is even going to be, and how much more epic it's going to be, and all the new things that are going to be coming in 2024 for everyone in the Facebook group, all of my clients and everything too. So just really grateful for all of you guys. Appreciate you guys listening to me talk, and definitely let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Let me know if you have any insights after watching this or listening to this, what your feelings are. But if you are ready to really take the leap, make a change, and look back, 12 months from now, and look back over the past year at 2024 and really feel like you finally made progress towards your goal or achieved it, definitely let me know. Comment below and let me know if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, or you can DM me. Pretty much have spots filled up. up until the week of January 22nd right now. So we're kind of almost a little close to a month out as far as spots available to start one-on-one coaching. And I do anticipate that they're going to fill up quickly. So if you are interested in one-on-one coaching and want to get started, make sure that you message me so you can apply, and we can set up a call ASAP. That way, you don't get pushed into February and March when it comes to achieving your goals, because I know summer is going to come around quickly, and I know everyone always has some kind of specific goal for summer they want to achieve. And if you end up waiting until March or April, will you be able to make progress towards your goal? Absolutely. But you're going to make so much more progress if you get started sooner rather than later. So like I said, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, comment below and let me know, or you can just DM me directly, and I will get you more info on that. So, I think that's it. Appreciate you all, and I will see you guys in the next one.